Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Cambria. I am a 18-year-old teen mom to my 19-month-old daughter, Everly, and if you have no idea who I am, what I do, never been on my channel before, I do a lot of mommy lifestyle, teen mom, stay-at-home mom, organizing, cleaning type videos. That was a really long sentence. So if you kind of like watching stay-at-home moms and young moms, then you kind of found the perfect channel because I am both of those things. So I would love for you to pause your video right now and press the subscribe button so you can join me on this journey. But today I am going to be doing just a good old classic Q&A. I haven't done one of these in like so long. Like I honestly can't remember the last time I did one of these. So I asked you guys on Instagram and Snapchat to ask me some questions. I will have my Instagram right here and my Snapchat right here so you guys don't miss out on anything and you don't miss cute videos of Everly when we're not vlogging. So yeah, let's just get right into the questions. So cute_teen moms. I actually love this account. This is the first ever like fan account that I was ever on. It was pretty cool. But they asked, do you regret being a mom so young? And I honestly never know how to like answer this question because I don't regret having Everly. Like I love her to pieces. She has saved me in so many ways. But I would say no, I don't regret being a mom. Like I didn't choose to be a mom. Like it's not like I wanted to get pregnant and I wanted to be a mom and like get pregnant at 16, if that makes sense. I feel like babies are like given to you when the universe knows you need them, if that makes sense. Like I had a rough time in high school, like just emotionally and my body image and everything. And when I kind of found Dalton, who is Everly's dad and my boyfriend, he kind of saved me in a lot of ways and just like showed me that there's more to life. And then about a year into dating, I found out that I was pregnant with Everly. And I don't regret being a mom so young because I think that I would have ended up going down the wrong path or possibly doing the wrong things. I would say no, I don't regret being a mom so young because I needed to be a mom. Like I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and that just showed me that I needed to be a mom. But if you want to have a baby as a teen, please do not, because I don't recommend it. Like I'm not saying that it's not hard, because it is extremely hard, and this is like by far the hardest thing that I have ever done. But no, I wouldn't change it for the world. Like if I could go back and change it, I wouldn't. The next question is from one of my favorite subscribers. Her name is Marissa. I'm not gonna say your last name because I don't know if I'm gonna get it right, but I think it's Marissa Brumgard. I don't know. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. She said, were you intentionally worried when you found out you were pregnant with Everly, or happy? And if you were worried, why? So when I found out I was pregnant, I was obviously 16. I kind of like knew that I was pregnant. Like I just kind of had this like suspicion already. Like your body like knows when you're pregnant. And just like then I took a test and it was kind of just like the final like, okay, yeah, I was right, I'm pregnant kind of thing. So yeah, I was very, very scared. I was worried about how I was going to finish high school because I knew I was not going to sit in high school and be pregnant and deal with all the dumb girls that I went to high school with. So I was scared. I was scared not for Dalton and I's relationship or anything. Like I knew that was going to be okay, but I was scared because I was young and I was still a baby, you know. I was a baby when I got pregnant. I had just barely gotten my driver's license and I wasn't out of high school. So yes, I was really scared, and I was just kind of scared for the future, like the unknown, being 16 and pregnant. Dalton was scared too, but the first thing he said to me when he saw that the test was positive was, we got this. So I was scared but also relieved because I had him. I got this asked twice, but it was, when is the next baby, or when do you plan on having another baby? So okay, I honestly kind of hate when people ask me this. Like I don't know why, I just like hate when people ask people this question because I feel like I'm not trying to be rude, I just don't really like it. Like I feel like it's not people's business, if that makes sense. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, Dalton and I are trying for a baby. Like we're not, but like if we were, I wouldn't say that. Like, you know, like you guys would only know if I got pregnant, if that makes sense. So I don't know when the next baby is. I mean, I'm 18 years old, I'm not even 20. I love Everly to pieces and want her to have a sibling, but like I do everything by myself during the day. It's a lot. If you're a mom or a dad and you stay home with your kid most of the time, like you know that it's really hard, especially when you have a toddler. So I don't know. I mean, I would love to give Everly a sibling, maybe this summer, maybe this winter, maybe in 2 years from now. I really have no idea. Like, it's not, like, we don't really have a specific time period. Like, I would maybe like to see where we're at in the middle of summer and just kind of go from there. And if we feel like we're ready, then we're ready. And if we feel like we aren't, then we aren't. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not like 35 and like I feel like my time of having kids is coming to an end. Like, most people don't even have kids by now, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm kind of just enjoying this time with Everly. I finally feel like I have my body back. Like, I don't feel like a cow, like with my boobs being filled with milk, and like, I don't know, I just finally feel me again and like back to myself. I don't have like crazy hormones and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of enjoying this time. But I would say within the next 6 months to a year, like yeah, I don't know, sorry. Schmitty underscore 1999 also asked, when will the next house video be? I included a little bit in the last vlog that I posted, like just a little update. I will probably do another house video pretty soon, maybe maybe film one this weekend, and then depending on if I do film it or not, that it'll be up like next week. Patrick from Living Life with Eli asked, what is the funniest thing Everly has ever done? I don't know, that's a hard question. She's a character. She's so funny. Just like, I don't know, she makes these like little faces. Like, she's sassy, so she makes these little faces and like scrunches her nose. I don't know, she's just really funny. Like, all the little faces and noises and things like she does. Like, she likes to, like, recently she started like liking to act like a puppy, so she'll like crawl around on the floor and like go like and like stuff like that, and like, I don't know, it's just really funny. And hopefully this summer we'll be coming to visit you so you can see that for yourself, because she's honestly hilarious. Catherine asked, how long do you plan on living in your new house? So we should be moved in here pretty soon. I know I said that it should only take 3 weeks, but I stay at home with Everly. Dalton's the only one that works, so and like, if you don't know, he's doing all of the like construction himself, so it's not like we have like a crew in there and we're paying them or something like that. No, like, it's all on Dalton, they're all on us and like whoever wants to help us kind of thing. So like, normally 1 week he'll work and like save, like get all this money, and like the next week he will like completely work on the house, if that makes sense. So it, like, depending on when we move in, will kind of depend on how long we stay there. But I think we'll probably be there for like 2 years, just because, well, I guess it just depends on like how fast we feel like we grew out of the house, if that makes sense. Like, if we do have another baby and we feel like we're really crammed and like we don't have a lot of room, then probably in like 2 years. I would say probably 2 years. So yeah. Somebody asked, who's the stricter parent, you or Dalton? I would say overall probably me, but like with Dalton's parenting, there's like a lot of things that don't bother him that Everly does, but there's like certain things that like really like tick him off when Everly does, or like really scares him when Everly does. Like, my mom has this fireplace in her living room and Everly likes to climb up on that, and like Dalton absolutely hates when Everly climbs up on it. Like, I don't know if it like, I think it like scares him that she's gonna fall. But yeah, like, he's very strict about like specific things. But I would say overall probably me. But then at the same time, like, I definitely give into Everly more. Like, when she's throwing a fit because she wants candy or she wants a snack, like, I'm definitely the one to go give her that. Like, I'm like the pushover, as Dalton says. Next is, how do you deal with toddler tantrums? I don't. Like, honestly, some days I just let her do whatever she wants to do, because that day it's just about surviving and getting through the day. Every day is different. Like, some days she has maybe one tantrum and that's it. Other days it feels like she's having tantrums all day long. She is 19 months. She's going to be 2 in September. So, you know, she's kind of almost getting to like that terrible 2 stage. I don't know, I normally just let her, like if she has something that she's not supposed to have, I go and take that thing away from her and then kind of just explain to her like, you know, like you can't have this is gonna hurt you, or like whatever it is. And then if she decides to lay on the floor and throw a fit, I just kind of walk away. And then when she's kind of done, I'll come up to her and say, can I have a kiss? Or like, can I give you a kiss? Like, say sorry kind of thing, and then like move on. Like, do you want to go play? Or like, you know, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm like, it's hard to parent a 19-month-old because they don't fully understand what you're saying, but then like they do. I don't know. I kind of just let her have the tantrum, if that makes sense, and then just explain to her why she can't have that, or why she can't be doing that, or like whatever it is. How did you and Dalton meet, and how did you know he was the one? So me and Dalton met in high school. Freshman year we met in high school. I didn't know who he was. I didn't have any idea who he was or anything like that. Through some mutual friends. I will link the video down below of how we met. Like, it's a pretty interesting story. It's an old video, but it's a good video. I kind of go into detail. I met him like through the guy that I was dating at the time, and it's okay. It's a shitty like situation. Like we didn't handle it the way we should have, but I don't know. Like, I don't know like how to explain this without telling the whole story. Basically, I was dating this guy, and Dalton kind of like I could tell that my relationship with this guy was kind of ending. Like, we just weren't working. There's nothing, like, I have nothing against this guy anymore. Like, he's fine, he's a good person and everything like that. We just like literally just didn't work together. I could kind of tell that like our relationship wasn't working, and Dalton, I guess you could say, stole me from this guy in a way. Kind of like influenced me to like break up with him and like come to him kind of thing. He kind of stole me from the guy that I was dating, and we like met in history class of freshman year. He sat in front of me and like he would just talk to me all the time, and yeah, and we were best friends for about a year. And then, like I said, my relationship with this guy kind of just slowly just kind of dwindled away, and I started dating Dalton. So that's kind of how that went. And how did I know he was the one? I've been in other relationships before. Like in my freshman year, me and Dalton started dating. When did we start dating? We started dating, like, I know when we started dating, but I think it was the second half of sophomore year. So I dated people like my freshman year, and part of my sophomore year I had 3 boyfriends, I think, before Dalton. My first ever boyfriend was serious. It lasted almost a year, I believe. And then I had one other kind of serious one before Dalton, and I just kind of like, after that like beginning part of the relationship kind of dwindled away, I kind of just didn't want anything to do with these guys anymore. Like honeymoon stage of, you know, like new relationships, when that would end, I just wouldn't want anything to do with these guys anymore. But like with Dalton, I never felt that way. Like even a year into our relationship, when like the honeymoon stage like wasn't in like full effect anymore, I still wanted to be with him. And like when we would get in an argument, there wasn't like I want to be done. It was I want to fix this, and I want to like get back to being happy again, or you like I want to fix the problem kind of thing. Obviously seeing him be a dad, and just like our love for each other grew so much when I was pregnant and when Everly was born. There's nobody else that I would rather get in an argument with, if that makes sense. There's nobody else that I would rather spend my days with, my time with. Like, it's him for sure. It's like it's always been him from like the second I met him. I just like knew, like we were high school sweethearts. I honestly like, I love our story so much. You just know, like you know when you met that person. Somebody asked, are you and Dalton married? No, we are not married. Like in our hearts we're married, but like we're not legally married. Like he's my boyfriend, he's Everly's dad, so no, we're not married. But I mean, like sometimes if I say something, like I'll call him my husband, or like it'll just slip out without me even like thinking about it or something like that. But we're not legally married. Like in our eyes we're married, but not legally. Somebody asked, were you popular in high school? I would say, I don't know, like I was like kind of different in high school. Like I was popular, but I was friends with everyone. Like most of the popular kids in my school would only talk to the popular people, where like I was like popular, like I I was really quiet in school, but I was also known. Like, people knew who I was, if that makes sense. So I was popular, but I would literally talk to everybody. Like, I would talk to some of the popular people, I would talk to some of the weird people, the artsy people, the jocks, the whatever. Like, I talked to everybody. I was friends with all different types of people. So I guess, I mean, technically maybe I was popular. I don't know. I really could have cared less in high school about like anybody or anything. Like, all I really cared about was Dalton and like maybe one friend. Like, what did you do for a living before you were a stay-at-home mom? Well, I got pregnant when I was 16, so I didn't like have like a career established or anything. But like when I was like younger, like basically from when I was like 13 up until 15, every single summer I babysat for a family, like basically every single day, like 12-hour days. Like, it was pretty tough for like being 15. And then so I would babysit like during the summer, and then like sometimes on the weekends, or like after school and stuff like that, I would babysit. And then right before I got pregnant, I worked at a tea emporium. I would like bag the tea and like help sell things and like home decor and stuff like that, and like olive oils. So yeah, I did a lot of stuff with tea. I actually really loved that job, and I could see myself doing something like that in the future. So yeah, I worked at a tea emporium and I really loved it, and it was pretty fun. Best piece of relationship advice, it's like, I don't know, it sounds kind of cheesy, but it's definitely communication and just knowing what like triggers each other. Like, there's certain things that Dalton does to me that like I can't stand, and there's certain things that I do to Dalton that he can't stand. So it's just not doing those things. It's talking. It's like, I can tell when something's wrong with Dalton at this point. Like, he doesn't even have to say anything. I just kind of know that something's wrong, and like vice versa. So we just talk it out, fix the problem right away. I'm the type of person that wants the argument fixed like right away. Like, I don't like arguing at all. I hate it. I hate wasting our time in an argument, where Dalton's more of the type of person to like want to fix it later and stuff like that. And sometimes we just like don't realize that we need to step away from each other, because I want to fix this right now and he's not. So I'm wanting him to stay by me to fix it, and he's wanting to just like cool off. And like, I don't know, sometimes it just makes the argument worse. So I would say communication, just knowing what not to do to each other. Don't argue over stupid stuff. Like, realize that it's dumb and then move on. Like, there's so many times that we've been in the middle of an argument and I've just like stopped talking, and he's like, what? Like, I thought you were mad at me. And I'm just like, this is dumb, I'm over it. This is like kind of TMI, but like, you need to I feel weird saying this because I know some of our family members watch this, but you need to have a good sex life, romance life, like whatever you want to call it. That's like so important in relationship, and I just think that helps keep relationships strong. So I think that's really important, and communication and everything else that's just like basic and cheesy, it's true. Now if you're like 14 or 13, don't take the sex part, because, well, I mean, I guess if you want to, it's your decision, but I'm kind of talking for like more serious older people. So, because I know there's younger kids that watch these videos. So yeah, that is all the questions. Thank you guys for asking them. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope I spilt the tea enough for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on all my social medias so you don't miss out on anything, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.